Good morning, students. This is our second topic regarding computer network. On the previous topic, we have discussed about what is a computer network, what are the basic components of a computer network, and what are the characteristics that a network should have to be an effective network. Now, today we will discuss about according to the geographical area that a computer network can cover and number of nodes that are connected in a network. According to that, we can categorize our computer network into different types. The basic types of computer network, there are four. One is PAN network, that is personal area network. And now what is PAN network describes? PAN network is saying that only one device can communicate with another device. Either it may be through guided medium or unguided medium. Guided medium may be wired medium or unguided medium means air medium. So in PAN network, only one device can communicate with another device at one time. Not more than one device can communicate with each other while creating a network. Now, so what are the advantages of a PAN network? Let's discuss about what are the advantages of a PAN network and disadvantages of a PAN network. Now, first advantage of PAN network is no need of cable and wire respect to others network. Means other network require more cable and wire respect to PAN network. So it decreases the installation cost of the network. Number one. Number two, easy installation. Easy installation means this network, for creating this network, PAN network, we don't need that much of technology that is used in other networks. So, and only two devices we needed to create this network. That is easy installation. Next is security. As in a network, there are only two devices that can communicate, not more than that. So the security is higher in this network, as because number of nodes is very less. So attack in your data will be less. It is related to this point, that is reliability. As both the devices are dependent on each other, and they don't have to depend on other devices to create any transmission between them or to continue the transmission between them. So we can say the network is reliable as long as both the devices are in working mode, they are capable to transmit data between them. So these are the advantages of a PAN network. Now, what are the disadvantages of a PAN network? Number one is its range. That is, we can create PAN networks within 10 meter only. Means both the devices to create this network have to be within 10 meters. Or in nowadays, our PAN network can be expanded up to 33 meters. But basically, the maximum range of PAN network is 10 meters. And this PAN network uses Bluetooth technology to transmit data. If it is wireless, or it may transmit data using infrared radiation or infrared rays. Number two is data transmission rate is slow. As the devices don't uses maximum level of technologies, so the transfer rate of data between both the devices is very slow. This is number one point. Number 2 point is, while transmitting larger files, this network is truly experiencing a greater disasters. That is, transferring of larger file is very critical in PAN network. PAN network is created to transmit data between them, but they are not created to transmit huge amount of data between them. So while transmitting larger files, it may take a huge amount of time to receive or send files. Next, in terms of communication, devices are costly. As in PAN network, only two devices can communicate with each other. So, suppose let's think about I have a handset and you have a handset. We are connecting with each other through Bluetooth when we are within 10-meter distance. Now, to create this, I need to buy a smartphone. You too need to buy a smartphone. So, to create a single network of PAN, we are investing a huge money. In creating the network means the expenses of the devices, the cost which we are paying for the devices is much more higher regarding the network or the devices that are connected within this network. So this is the basic advantage and disadvantage of PAN network. Now, so there are some limitations. To overcome these limitations, according to the geographical area, we defined a LAN network. In this network, the distance or the range which the PAN network is providing is expanded. Number one. Number two, the number of nodes that can be connected in a network, that is also expanded. So in LAN network, that is local area network, the word local determines that within a short geographical area we can create this network. Suppose in a building, in a university campus, where we can connect hundreds of computers but in a limited area, that is 100 square meter. That is the maximum area that a LAN can cover. So according to the data transmission type or characteristics, a LAN can be categorized into two types. One is wireless LAN, means where all the computers in a network are communicating or transmitting data within them through wireless, means without using any guided medium. And number two is Ethernet LAN. Ethernet is a cable that is used to connect computers in a network so that each and every computers can communicate with each other within the network. So there are two types of LAN. Now what are the advantages of LAN? Number one is centralized data service. Centralized data service means when we are connecting hundreds of computers, there are one computer who act as a server computer. Now what is server computer? Server computer means a high speed computers with expensive operating system that has the capability or ability to control or manipulate larger user, huge amount of user and huge number of data. So there must be a computer who is storing all the data in a network. That is centralized data service. That means this computer is a high-speed computer or expensive computers that act as a server, and all the nodes in a network acts as a client. Means client is requesting any data from the server and server is responding according to that query which the user has sent. Number two is security. As to control this network, and there is a centralized data services computer system, so the software that are uses are very secure and expensive and have many security features. So for that, while transmitting data in a LAN, the security is higher and it only connects suppose hundreds of computers to hundreds of computers. So the number of nodes or number of users who is seeking data or who is accessing the service of the network is less. So security threat is less in LAN network. Number three is software sharing. As we are discussing about centralized data services computers, so the effectiveness I have already discussed you regarding the resource sharing of a network. So the main computer is having all the necessary software that a network needs. So other user who is using this network don't have to install the software in their computers or in their devices. They can use this sharing software from the centralized computers. Next one is easy installation. Easy installation means creating of the network through wireless or through wired network is very easy because we are dealing with a minimum number of devices or nodes in a network and it is a limited area. So installation or developing or creating the network is easy. With respect to others, next is what are the disadvantages of LAN? Number one is high cost setup. As we know, as LAN uses a centralized computer services or a computer, so a centralized computer that have the capability to control or manipulate hundreds of users with different tasks, with different processes. So the hardware devices that are needed to assemble the computers is much more expensive regarding PAN network. Number one. Number two, as the operating system is handling this much of user and data, so the operating system features must be advanced, or the operating system should have those qualities to control a huge number of users with different queries and responses. So the costing of the devices is expensive. So while creating the network, it costs higher. Next is covers limited area. It overcomes the limitation of PAN network. PAN network's limitation is 10 meters. LAN network overcomes this. But then also in LAN network, the maximum distance is basically within a campus or a building. So here is also a limitations in area, geographical area. Next one is data security threat. Now what is this? Suppose to manage a LAN network, there must be a centralized computer, and for this centralized computer, there must be a LAN administrator. LAN administrator means a person who is controlling the flow of data or imposing the authorization of different permission or granting the permission to different users. So if this authorization was accessed by other user in the network, then that user also can able to see all the data those who are flowing through these LAN networks. Means all the data which is stored in centralized data management system, if anybody have the access to these data, then he or she has the capability to see all the data or all the data of the confidential data of the user. So these are the disadvantages of LAN. Now from LAN we have overcome certain things. We have overcome covered area, limited area in MAN network, that is metropolitan area network. Metropolitan means a city, a advanced city, a developed city. That is a network that covers a city. So what are the advantages of this network? Data transfer rate is high, as a MAN is created by combination of multiple LAN and PAN network. Suppose a building has LAN network, another building in the same city has another PAN network, another building in the same city has another PAN network or LAN network. We connect these three LAN networks within the city and makes it a MAN network. So by connecting multiple LANs, we uses in MAN network, that is fiber optics cable. Fiber optics cable where the data transmitted in the form of light ray, and it is so faster. That is, data transmission rate is very faster within this network or between the nodes. Provides higher security, as the services, the computers and the softwares that are used in this network is much more expensive than LAN network. So the devices that are used to create this network are dedicatedly developed to do a specific task in the network. So if a device is assigned a specific task, that device will perform it. So they are using high cost prices devices which makes the network higher security, and they use a certain protocols also which LAN doesn't use. That protocols also make the data transfer within the network is much more secure. Next advantage is cover larger area, means it covers a city, it it may be up to 100 square kilometers. It can cover up to 100 square kilometers also, a man network. So it is covering a broader geographical area. Next is centralized data storage. Suppose there are 4 LANs in a city of same organization. Suppose SBI Bank has 4 branches in a city in different places, and 4 LANs are connected with each other through fiber optics cable and created a MAN network. Now each LAN has its own server who store the data. So if any one LAN server has been stopped working or not in a working mode, then other LAN server has all those data. So centralized data storage is there, means there is least possibilities of losing up of important or confidential data. Then what are the disadvantages of this network? Very expensive, as it covers larger area and it covers higher technology devices, as it covers means as it is developed to handle millions and millions of users. So the device which are used in this network are very expensive. Number 1, the wired network, the fiber optics cable that are used in this network are very expensive, very complex to implement this network, as it covers near about 100 square kilometers, and as millions and millions of users or LANs may be there in a city in a MAN network. So the devices, the cables, the connection, the topology, the protocols which they are using is very much complex regarding or with respect to before to network of computer. Now maintenance issue, that is very thinking thing in this particular network. Maintenance issue, as this network is expanded over a city or multiple cities, multiple electronic devices are used, multiple cabling system are used, multiple technologies are used. So to maintain these devices and the network is very difficult. That is, maintenance has a greater impact in this particular network. Next is malicious act. As the network, in spite of using higher security, we are dealing with millions and millions of users. So there may be someone who can have the authorization to access certain data which may be confidential to others. So malicious act is always there in this type of networks, as there is no centralized administrator is there who is controlling the system. There are millions of users who is in every second transmitting thousands and thousands of confidential data. So if anybody have the authorization to access those data, so our data is not in confidential mode. That is malicious act. Now next comes WAN network, that is wide area network. So what is wide area network? Basically the geographical area covered by this network and the size of the network is higher than the previous 3 networks. Now what I told, in MAN networks, number of LAN connected each other to form a MAN network. Like in WAN, number of this type of MAN networks connect with each other to create WAN network. In WAN network, we can give an example, that is nowadays internet. Internet is an example of WAN network which is spread throughout the world. So you can understand the advantage should be covers larger geographical area, the highest geographical area covered by any network. Next is higher security. As this network has certain organizations, companies who is dealing with or checking all the details in the network, all the errors in the networks. So there is an organization who is looking over this. So that security is higher, as it also uses higher expensive devices as well as softwares to controls billions and billions of users. Centralized data storage system like MAN, what I have told, there are number of LAN servers are there which are connected in a MAN, and number of MANs are connected to make a WAN. So there are thousands of devices are there who is storing data in their computers. So if any of the storage device have any problem during data transmission. So the data transmission or the availability of the data can be done from other devices who are storing the same data in different locations. So centralized data storage facilities are there. Example, we are storing data in Google Drive. Google is situated in USA and we are storing data from India. That is example of centralized data storage. Next is data rate high. With respect to man, when data rate is lower, but with respect to LAN and other PAN, data rate is higher and it provides facilities to transmit data within the whole world. That is the main advantage of WAN networks. Now what are the disadvantages of a WAN network? Number one is very expensive. As you can know that it is expand within the whole world. So all the technologies, devices that are used to create this broader network is much more expensive. The equipment that are used in this network are very expensive, as there are thousands devices are there who are dedicatedly manufactured to control billions and billions of customers and trillions of data per second. So you can imagine that those types of devices are very expensive. Number two is very complex to implement this network. Means if you imagine of creating a WAN network, it is a mess. Basically it's so much complex because the data, the protocols which we are transmitting from one end to another end, we don't have any access to those data. We cannot see those data. All are imaginary instructions. So it's the implementation of network is very complex, because it covers a broader area as well as the technologies and devices that are used in this network. Same as MAN, maintenance issue. As MAN has certain maintenance issue because it covers a broader area, and WAN covers 10 to 20 times much more broader area than MAN. So the maintenance of this network is very issue, as there may be some mountains may be there in between the data services, there may be sea may be there, others obstacles may be there. So maintaining of this network is very complex. Next, malicious side. As this network is accessed by billions and trillions of users within the whole world, so anybody who has the authorization to access others data or malicious act, something like virus, means a software code that can harm your computer system or that can harm your data or that can spy on your computer's data. So there may be certain softwares are also there who can do some malicious activities on your computers. So these are the disadvantages of WAN technology. So that is the total complete of basic computers network. Other networks are also there: storage area network, campus area network. Okay. So, but the basic for networks is this: PAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN. Thank you, students.